do you think back to the lowest point when
Yeah.
you're going throughout this entire process?
Yeah.
What was the most difficult part that you overcame to get to where you're at now?
Bud Selig was actually considering banning maple bats. So I'm watching the Twins one night. Michael Kadyr's up to bat. It's at the Metrodome. And he takes a big hack at a ball and it's inside, and his barrel goes flying over the third base dugout. And Dick Bremer and Bert Wylevin just go off on maple bats. They're like, they need to ban these bats tonight. These need to be gone. I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. Michael Kadir only swings ash, and I can't believe you don't know this. And so I went upstairs in my home office, and I'm typing out this letter to Dick and Bert saying, hey, you can't do this because these guys don't all swing maple. If you see a bat breaking like that, you can't just say it's maple. You know, here's a list of what everybody in the clubhouse uses. I know exactly what they use. You know, this guy uses ash.
Apology at all?
Yes.
Oh.
Bert called me the next day and he apologized. So I delivered this to the press box the next day. I felt it was very important because a lot of media was saying a lot of things that were not true about maple bats. And it wasn't maple. That wasn't the problem. It was the shape of the bat. It was the weight of the bat. So it could have been, if a guy's swinging a big barrel ash bat that's a -3.5, that's going to have problems. You know, if a guy's swinging a medium barrel -2 maple bat, that's going to last a long time. So it's not a maple species. It's not a wood species issue. It's a shape issue. So I write this little 2-page letter or whatever, and the Yankees are coming to town, and there's Steve Phillips, Oral Hershiser, and somebody else in the ESPN crew is coming, and I figured I should expand on this and write some more information because those guys are saying, Steve Phillips is saying stuff that shouldn't even be said. So I stop those guys in the corridor, and I give them all a copy, and Steve Phillips is like, you know, just being totally dismissive, and Oral Hershiser's like, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. This totally makes sense. So that made me feel really good. So I can't remember how, but I got that information to a guy with the Players Association. He said, Donald Fear has gotten a hold of your letter that you gave to Oral Hershiser. And could you maybe make a little bit more of a report-based, you know, thing about maple bats? So I pounded one out, and it was really good. It was like my manifesto on maple bats and why they shouldn't be banned, and you know why bats break, and just starting from square one to, you know, the finish. Anyway, it was good because I got a lot of people to understand why bats break. It's not a maple bat issue. It's how bats are made. And so in 2009, actually, this wasn't my idea, but 2009, through some testing, MLB required bat manufacturers to put an ink spot on the handle, and that's gone a long way to maintain quality control because it measures this invisible grain that you can't see with the naked eye, but if you put the ink on it, you can see this tangential grain, and it measures the slope of grain. We're getting real technical here.
Wow.
But basically, what it amounts to is the straighter the grain, the better the wood, and the bat will not break in two pieces. It might break, but it's not going to break in two pieces.